In this video, I'm gonna share with you guys a super new and super convenient detailing tool called Detail Guards. Now let's get straight into it. What's going on? So glad you're here and welcome back to the Wilson Auto Detailing community. If you're a professional auto detailer who wants to become more successful and profitable in your business, or just a car enthusiast who wants to improve your detailing ability, then definitely consider hitting that big red subscribe button right below this video. So sometimes car detailing companies find the Wilson Auto Detailing YouTube channel on YouTube and offer to send me some of their product or tools for free in order for me to actually air the tool or the product on the channel. And after talking with the companies over email and figuring out that the tool or the product is something that I actually would like to show you guys, they send it to my address, I get to have it in my hands, and I get to show you guys what it is. So in this case, these are called Detail Guards. These are actually a pretty awesome and well thought out invention. So I haven't even opened them yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and unbox them and show you guys exactly what they are and how they work. So for anyone who has been detailing for any length of time, you know that when you are dealing with a water hose and you have to drag it around a car, especially the wheels, the hose a lot of time gets caught under the wheel and you have to try to whip it, and then the hose hits the car and might damage it, or you have to walk all the way back to the wheel, pull the little kink out from under the wheel and move on from there. So the idea of these detail guards is that this is kind of fixing that problem as far as getting the hose caught in the wheels. So here we go. It comes with 4 little plastic pieces that look just like this. So here's the idea. This part right here is what is supposed to fit underneath the wheel. Now this part right here is kind of just a little spinning cylindrical kind of shaped thing. And the idea is that rather than the hose getting caught under the wheel, if this is stuck underneath the wheel, the hose actually is forced to go around this part and avoid getting caught and kind of trapped under the wheel. So let's go ahead and take these and put them all over the car as they're supposed to be and test it out to see if it really works. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of walk around the car with the hose in hand and kind of just follow along with the camera as the hose starts to actually touch the detail guard so you guys can see kind of how it works. So here we go. I'm just gonna start walking around the car. You guys can see that as I make the turn, the hose is gonna connect with the detail guard. So though you can't see that side, you can see that as I'm walking and pulling it out this way, there's no kink whatsoever. So you can see here that the hose is not caught underneath the tire. So I can walk as far that way as I wanted to, and as long as I still have hose and still have length to walk, it's not gonna get caught under that tire. So watch, I'm gonna go ahead and just grab it from here so you guys can kind of see the hose make contact with the front end wheel of the car right there. It's gonna make contact with the back end wheel, and I'm just gonna pull, and you guys can see I'm able to walk back. It's not pulling me, it's not keeping me from going anywhere. I can walk as far back as I want to. And once again, the hose is not caught on the front tire, it's not caught on the back tire, it's just hitting this little cylindrical kind of wheel, and so it's just allowing the hose to continue to go and continue to go as long as you have length. So let me go ahead and I want to see if I can actually walk around the length of the entire car, make a full circle without having any sort of hindrance from the hose getting caught or the wheel, the detail guard coming out from under the wheel or anything like that. So all that I'm doing now is testing to see if I can pull the hose and drag it all the way, the full length, a full 360 degrees around the car without any of the hose getting stuck. And here we go back. So I went a full 360 degrees around the car, pulled the hose as far as I needed it, all the way to the point where I started. So let me bring you guys in and show you kind of the method behind how the hose actually stays on the little wheel part of the detail guard. So the design of this little tool is actually pretty ingenious, because what happens is, number one, as you're dragging the hose around the detail guard, my first thought is, well, this thing would be pulled out. It'd be easy for the hose to kind of knock it out of place. But what happens is, is, and it's a little bit difficult to do this because this is not pavement, so it works much better on pavement. However, this little tip right here, this little point, actually locks in to kind of the tread, or on, not the tread necessarily, but kind of on these little tiny grooves in the tire. So this doesn't get just pulled out from under the tire when the hose is dragged, because this little thing fits right in between these grooves and kind of holds it in place. Number two, as you're dragging the hose, my first thought, again, is going to be, well, what if this thing comes above the detail guard and it's just gonna rub against the tire? Wouldn't it get caught that way? But once again, the design, kind of the structure of this tool is really smart, because as you pull the hose and relax the hose falls down. Well, the hose falls down this kind of inverted cone shape, so it never gets stuck up here. It's always falling down into this little wheel part right here, which allows it, once again, to continue moving, no problem, without getting stuck. But once again, I just want to take you guys around the whole car, because like I said, you guys just saw me take a full 360 around the car, and you see where the hose is sitting on each wheel. It's sitting right where it should, right in this little part, right in this little wheel part that allows it to keep moving on every single detail guard. So really, once again, the structure of this and kind of the design of this tool is pretty ingenious in that it really addresses every problem you could have as far as the hose getting stuck on like the wheel or above the wheel, below the wheel. It really does make a lot of sense, and it's very, very simple, but it really is pretty ingenious. So now what I want to do is let the camera sit and focus on one single wheel and one single detail guard as I pull the hose around, so that you guys can really get a good idea of like the close-up of exactly what's happening and kind of the movement of the detail guard, the movement of the hose, and how that kind of looks in action as I'm pulling it in one specific area. So you guys can see how, what I was talking about, how this inverted kind of cone shape, the point at the tip actually sticks inside of the grooves in the wheel, so that no matter how hard I'm like jerking on the hose, it's not gonna move the detail guard out of place. So I don't have to worry about this getting shot out or anything like that. And you guys can see how this really does stay in between this little groove right here where the wheels allow the hose to move. So I don't have to worry about the hose coming way up here and getting stuck, because once again, as soon as I relax it and let some slack in, the hose is gonna fall. It's gonna fall down the inverted cone and be right where it needs to be in order to move once again. So there you go, everyone. That is a pretty quick and simple review of kind of how to use the detail guards and kind of the technology and the structure behind why they work. And all in all, I would say this is a very, very cool tool, and it kind of surprises me that nobody has thought of something like this earlier. And there's probably a lot of detailers out there who have kind of done the same idea but not actually made an official tool out of it. Maybe you put like, you know, cardboard behind the wheels. I've seen people do different things like that, but this really does make it easy. They're very inexpensive, and as far as the actual build, they're just made out of pretty regular plastic, so I wouldn't say these are fragile, but I wouldn't say they're extremely, extremely durable where you can just drop them and throw them around. So I would be careful and keep them maybe in a toolbox or a safe place. But if you guys are interested in actually getting your hands on the detail guards, I don't make any sort of commission or any sort of affiliate commission from you buying these, but I will hook up a link to their website and to this specific product in the description box below. Apart from that, I'd like to say a huge thank you to the Detail Guards company for sending me the product and allowing me to kind of show it to the audience and to the Wilson Auto Detailing community, because it is a very, very cool product. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you like the product reviews of the new tools and the new products, definitely let me know in the comments section below so that I can do more of them. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, hook up all that stuff in the YouTube comments, because I always read those, and I'm sure to get back to you guys as fast as I can. And of course, if you are new to the Wilson Auto Detailing community, then definitely consider subscribing, because I come out with videos just like this on products, tools, strategies, communication skills, business skills, and so much more, all in an effort to help the pro detailers become more successful and profitable in their businesses. And on this channel, I share the exact strategies that allowed me to take my auto detailing business into a full-time income with only part-time hours. So if you're interested in that, definitely subscribe. Thank you guys so much again for being so involved here on the Wilson Auto Detailing channel. And as always, from Luke, keep working hard, and I'll see you guys in the next video.